fall down 7 times, but guess what? You stand up the fuck 8. Period, point blank. Like every single nursing program that I was in, I experienced some form of heartbreak that was devastating to me. I didn't pass my RN exam the first time. I failed. And I never said that publicly on camera, but honestly, I'm not going to keep that to myself, because there's a lot of people who that happens to. Dang, where I am right now, I used to pray. I used to pray for this peace. I used to pray for this moment. I used to pray for this freedom. I used to pray to have these type of finances. Yeah, more money, more problems, and that's some real shit. But at the same time, I am able. And in nursing school, it is not for the weak. The weak will be weeded out. So I'm just in my car minding my business, about to eat my fries before going into Pilates. I know that doesn't probably add up, but it was that or pass out. And I was craving some Chick-fil-A fries. I was just thinking about something. A lot of women follow me because I'm a nurse practitioner. I'm a family nurse practitioner. I've been a nurse my whole life since I was like 17 years old. Started a program very, very young and just built my way up. And I was just sitting here like, you know, so lately, so many things that have hit me that fill me up with gratitude, because I'm literally living in a past prayer. And I had a video that went viral on TikTok because I was just saying that, you know, stay in school. I know that things may be hard right now, but go for it. Bet on yourself. It'll pay off later. And I shared some of my story of how everything that I went through, like every single nursing program that I was in, I experienced some form of heartbreak that was devastating to me. It was hard. Like, y'all already know, studying, especially if you're in the nursing field and in nursing school, it is not for the weak. The weak will be weeded out. If it's any program that you want to be in, if the weak will be weeded out. Period, point blank. Only the strong survive, and those that adapt. And if you're not doing those two things or have those two qualities, you're not going to make it until you work on yourself and you try again. I say all of that to say, I know that things may be hard right now, but push through, finish the program, finish school, believe in yourself. Life is not easy, but like I said, it's not always the strong who survive. It is the people that adapt. And I'm just in a place where I'm just very thankful that I never gave up and I kept going, even though I was so fatigued. So many of my peers were living their lives or having the college experience and doing this, that, and the third. And I had to really be in my books, and I had to have a lot of discipline at a young age. My fries are about to get cold. Hold on. So, and like I'm sitting here and I remember whether I was doing especially when I was in grad school and I was working on getting my family nurse practitioner degree. Well, my family nurse practitioner, but I did a dual program. So I did my master's and my doctoral degree at the same time. So some of my classmates in the FNP program, you know, they would have their classes and would be complaining about their classes, rightfully so. But I would have those same classes plus a doctoral class. And it's nothing like being stressed the fuck out and having to write a paper. Thinking about it kind of gives me like PTSD. Woo, my God, thank you, God, for getting me through it. But in my grad program, towards the end, I kid you not, I wanted to drop out. I remember there was like 2 semesters left. I finished the master's. I took boards before graduation, got that out the way. So then I had to finish my doctoral program. And I literally had like 2 semesters left. And I literally would cry almost every day. And I told my mom, I don't think I could finish this. I think I want to drop out. Like literally 3 semesters left, 2 semesters left. I knew the last semester I had to push through because come on, that's ridiculous. But I was so fatigued. I was drained. I was burnt out. I was so tired. But I said, you know what? I had all these questions like, is my doctoral degree going to even matter? Is it going to help me? Is it even worth the quote unquote extra money that I might get from it? But I said, you know what, Anosha, long term, you never know with that DR in front of your name, what it's going to do for you. It may not work right now, but later on it may work. And I just remember being so tired and like, you know, all my life, I've been in school. I just want to go to work. And that's it. Like, I have my job, and I don't have to worry about studying and, you know, doing all this schoolwork and stuff. But And it's crazy because now that's my life. Like, I get up, I have a work schedule that works for me so far in my life, and I am talking to you guys, eating my Chick-fil-A fries, about to head into my Pilates class, and I don't have to worry about writing a paper and studying and doing all those things. But I'm so thankful that I knocked it out and I stayed true to the course when I did, because now I can live this life. You know, I can drive the car that I want to drive. I can own the home that I have. You know, there's so many things that I've experienced these past 2 years of my life that I literally was like, thank you, Old Enosha. Thank you, past me. Thank you, God. Thank you for those past prayers, because, and I'm guilty of it. I'm one of those people that I'm always on to the next. That's just how I was built, because I just wanted to succeed. And we're all guilty of that. And you have to realize, dang, where I am right now, I used to pray. I used to pray for this peace. I used to pray for this moment. I used to pray for this freedom. I used to pray to have these type of finances. Yeah, more money, more problems, and that's some real shit. But at the same time, I am able. And my mom always reminds me of that. You may not have what you want, or you may be working on this financially, or, you know, this, that, and the third, but you are able. I am able. There are days where I wake up and I'm just like, you know what? I'm able. As long as I got two hands and I got this mind, I could do whatever I want. So stay in school. If you're somebody, whether it's for nursing, anything that you're applying yourself to, stay true to it. You're going to be tired, but your old self will thank you. And it all depends on you. If you have a great support system, wonderful. It's a lot of people who I'm talking to that don't have it. You have kids, you're probably married, you may be going through a divorce. If you go to my TikTok page and go to that pinned video and you want some encouragement, go in those comments. I have hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of women and men in there explaining, pouring their heart out about their situation, losing a parent, going through a divorce, like I said, having 3, 4, 5 kids on their own, and having to work full time. And you have people who failed out of multiple programs, people who are 50, 60 years old starting programs and made it through, or are about to graduate. See yourself in that cap and gown. See yourself getting your results and being like, damn, I got this license. I got my LP, my CNA, my LPN, my RN. I was able to walk in graduation. And if you fail out of a program, or you fail and don't pass boards the first time, or you fail whatever it is that you're working towards, like I said, it doesn't have to be nursing. Man, I failed a few times myself. Listen, I almost failed out of my FNP program. Boy, I remember the teacher had to come and talk to me. I almost failed out because of academics, like not doing well on my tests, and I was having some discourse with my clinical instructor. So I was getting held both ways. And when I tell you, I was so mentally drained and gone, but I got my shit together and I did it. Same thing with boards sometimes. You're not going to always pass the first time. I didn't pass my RN exam the first time. I failed. And I never said that publicly on camera, but honestly, I'm not going to keep that to myself, because there's a lot of people who that happens to. I have friends that have failed multiple times for RN, MP, everything. But guess what? They didn't let that define them. And now they're some of the most bad bitch ass nurses that I know to this day, running ICUs, doing everything, because you fall down 7 times. But guess what? You stand up the fuck 8. Period, point blank. So don't let that stop you. When I failed my RN exam, I was devastated. I was top of my class. I didn't understand. But I feel like maybe I got a little too comfortable. I didn't study well for it. I went and took it with a friend. Don't ever do that. I'm not going to say don't ever do that, but she passed. I didn't. I'll never forget that shit. And yeah, but I didn't let it define me. I was sad, but guess what? I locked in crazy. And that's just, I slept, ate, drank that, studying, and I passed. And it was such a character development moment for me. So if you're somebody that has failed out or hasn't passed boards or whatever it is, don't let that define you. Because look at me. I'm Dr. Pierre, DNP, FNP-BC. period. And there's nothing that anybody could say to me, just like there'll be nobody that could say shit to you. So don't give up on yourself. Stay true to it. It's hard. Come up with a study plan. Have a good people around you. Have a good study group, people who are positive, people who pour into you, people who are going to help you. And if you don't have that support, be that for yourself and lean on your faith, whatever that may be. Pray, have a system, and you got to do some things that you don't like to do that are uncomfortable, but stay disciplined and you'll make it through. So, yes. I'm Anosha. I make all types of content. I'm not your traditional MP, okay? I do what I want, and I worked hard, and I did what I had to do so I could do what I want. And that's what I want for you. So if you need that type of support, I will be offering, like, you know, kind of like a mentorship program. I'll be rolling it out one day soon. And I just love you guys, and I wish you the best, and I believe in you. And I'm not just saying that because I'm speaking to a camera and putting this out on YouTube, but it's because I've been there and I understand, and I know people close to me who have been there. We don't all have the same stories, but you're worthy, you're loved, and you're capable, and you're able. So just remember that. Follow me on all platforms. See you next time. Bye. I'm about to head to Pilates because this is the life that I chose. This is the life that I prayed for, and God gave it to me.